What's going on today, guys? Welcome back to DC Unplugged, and right beside me here we have both the old Raptor and the new Raptor. Now we're going to do a bit of a first ride. Yes, we rode out here, but I wanted to bring you guys along for the first ride of this one and just to see the difference between it. So I don't need to introduce to you these scooters at all. This is obviously the brand new one, and this is the old slash kind of still current but about to be phased out one. So we're going to go for a ride on that one. We're going to remind ourselves exactly what that scooter was and what was so popular, and then straight after that we're obviously going to jump on the brand new scooter. So let's waste no more time. Alrighty guys, back on the old Raptor. Now I do apologize for any wind noise, guys. I am using my phone for this, as these guys, if you're following the channel, my GoPro died. I am not risking losing footage. I'm sick of that, so we are using the Samsung my phone. So if you guys are interested, it is the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra, so it does have a good camera on it. Audio could be another concern, but I hope you guys get this idea. Anyway, enough of the chit chat, enough of the excuses. We are on the Raptor, and first things first, it is a little twitchy. It feels twitchy. The suspension is super soft, which is this scooter is known for. Like, this scooter was known for just being so nice to ride. Yeah, and it still delivers that amazing feel. Like, you would be not disappointed if you pick one of these up secondhand. Like, this is great. Dual motor. Oh yeah, she's still got a bit of kick. For a 58 volt system, this is great. 52 actually, 58 is full charge, but yeah, this is awesome. This is a great little bit of kit. Yeah, feels great. Still with the standard tires. Well, actually the exact same tires as the new one, which is off-road tires. Originally these actually came with road tires, which is pretty cool. But yeah, still looking very capable. Like, I'm going up pretty decent hill right now, and it's just climbing up it. And I've got all the camera gear on me, guys. I've got my big camera, I've got my gimbal and all that sort of stuff. So I'm probably a 100 kg rider right now, and I just climbed up that pretty easy. And still in dual, super buttery smooth. Index finger trigger, or whatever you want to call it. It's not a thumb throttle, but still super buttery smooth. And if you want the power, it's got it there. Now, probably the biggest downplay on this scooter is probably them cable brakes, guys. If you do get one of these, modification that a lot of people do is convert this thing to hydraulic brakes. So definitely, if you are in the market of buying a second-hand one of these, definitely you probably want to be keeping the budget for a hydraulic brake upgrade. Other than that, this is a great little scooter. Around on the thing here, we've got single and dual button here with an eco mode. You know, it's to change the mode, power, trigger, front brake, left brake. Got a bell, which, so no bicycle, but yeah, definitely a nice scooter. With the suspension being so soft though, I always find myself feeling like this is a bit twitchy, and a lot of scooter riders, I guess, that have the bigger scooters will jump on one of these and they'll feel the difference in between their big scooter and this. And another thing too is the rake of the stem is just so close to us, guys. So yeah, it's quite twitchy and quite different. But otherwise, still a fantastic scooter. The suspension is so buttery smooth. It's so nice. Great scooter. And I swap ourselves over to the new one. Alright, pretty much going back the same way we came. My little brother's on the old Raptor. We're going to jump on this. So let's have a go. Straight after the old Raptor and onto the new one. So we're going from trigger throttle to thumb throttle. As you guys can see here, we've obviously got this beautiful display. Man, that thing is so clear to read. Oh, and hydraulic brakes, guys. They are literally game changer. They are so good. Looking over obviously the cockpit, this is amazing. So yeah, first ride on this, guys. Not quite officially, but straight off the bat, a little bit more torque, which is nice. I do like the fact that we have a bit more of a torqueier motor than the old one. I think it's up by 200 watts from memory. So it is up by power a little bit. Thumb throttle does feel a little bit more touchier. Like when I say touchy, I mean twitchy. Can't quite, because you're obviously, the bars are stiffer, there's nowhere near as much flex. But just this, it's very touchy. Like it's on a little zone there, and if you jump more, if you roll over a bump and you tap it ever so slightly, a little bit more, it's just a bit touchier. So riding this scooter in dual might be a bit of a challenge, and it might be a bit jerky, but apart from that, it's a beautiful scooter. That a little bit more torque is also nice too. So you guys on there will notice as well that this has 9 gears. Now it's something that you can go in the P settings and change. You can have 3, but I put it at 9. So another big difference too, these bars feel a lot higher too. Like they're a lot higher up, which is actually kind of nice, and they're a lot wider. I feel a lot more relaxed and a lot more comfortable actually. The bars are a lot stiffer too. They're not near as bad as the old one. That was one of probably the big flaws on the old Raptors. It felt a little bit flimsy. Yeah, this is quite nice. This is really nice. I'm trying not to be silly on this, guys, but yeah, this is very nice. Look at this. Really stick down here. Yeah, this is beautiful. The way this is outlaid, just the look of it. The hydraulic brakes, they are 160mm, guys, so no 140s anymore. 160mm disc brakes. Yeah, this is nice. Dual motor, feels great. Feels a lot more touchy than it used to be. It's quite nice. It's the way it tilts over in the corners too, because the rake of the stem isn't so far back, guys. It just feels really nice. It's yeah, it just feels like it wants to tip over a lot better and doesn't really want to kind of fold in on itself. The suspension, even though we have those weird dual spring things, they're actually quite pleasant. It is definitely firmer than the old Raptor, but still givey. It still gives on these bumps, and they are adjustable, guys. So if you are a heavier rider, we have something that you can adjust, which is freaking sick. And if you guys are wondering if you can wheelie this thing, I'm 100 kilos, so this is going to be definitely a bit harder for me, but the answer is yes, you can, and it's very easy to do so. But being 100 kilos and this, yeah, like it's doable, but for how long, I don't know. Alright, so guys, I just came back from a ride. I did cut it short there a little bit, but this thing feels amazing. See, this is definitely more catered to someone like myself. I did want a little bit more of a firmer scooter when I first rode the original Raptor. I just felt the suspension was just a little bit too soft, a little bit too forgiving, but for some people that was a really good thing. So that's the reason why I make these videos, is to exactly that, to express as much as I possibly can information about scooters. So this one is a little bit more firmer, but it still has that same characteristic where it's still soft and forgiving, but with the ability to actually be able to change the suspension, which is great. So that's one thing that I really do love about the new scooter. It feels fantastic, and the whole thing is just a lot, it feels lighter, like the front end's lighter. I'm able to wheelie that thing, which is surprising because that is something that I cannot do with this, whether that be a motor issue where it doesn't have enough torque, or yeah, it's just, I can't wheelie this thing. It feels a little bit heavy and it is very much outdated. So to see this, the front end feels light, all the cutouts and stuff, which I've showed you guys before in the unboxing video. And just in general, this whole scooter just feels, looks, everything is just amazing compared to its older brother here. But nonetheless, if you were to have this scooter as a second-hand scooter, you wouldn't be disappointed, but this new one It's definitely an evolution of the old one and a step forward in the right direction, especially with the ability to be able to change that suspension to exactly your liking. Not only that is your weight as well. So out of the box, that's exactly how I've had it. I haven't had a chance to tinker with it. I just wanted to see what it's like exactly out of the box as you guys would receive it as well. So I haven't touched nothing. I'm letting the suspension settle in. We're going to take it for a bit more of a ride, obviously, because this is a first ride review and it feels fantastic. So keen to keep giving a couple more Ks on this to see how things go. And yeah, if you guys are interested in pre-purchasing this scooter, Buck Scooter City have it. Use the discount code DC50 and you'll get $50 off your purchase, which is awesome. It also supports the channel as well, gives me information on how many of you guys are watching, and also helps out the channel a little bit too. So if you're definitely supporting small creators like myself, help us get along with obviously our sponsors as well. So Buck City is a sponsor of the channel and they do lend us out these awesome scooters to then review for you guys. So anyway, thanks all for watching and we'll see you all in the next video.